Hi guys, this is Sarshish from IIT Kharagpur. So I am going to present to you my third assignment for the DIY project. So for this assignment, the first project that we are working on is the Arduino DHT22 humidity and temperature sensor. So here you can see on the screen is the source code for the Arduino project, the humidity and temperature sensor project. So this is the code. So we have set up the output at the 13th pin. So if we go below, we can see the actual code here. This here is the actual code for the blinking of the LED. And once we have written this code, we will have to compile it. So for compilation, we go to build and build project. And we can see that it is already compiled. So we will now go to the schematic capture. We will run the simulation. We can see that the terminal is working. The temperature, humidity, and the heat index is showing. But we can see that the LED is not blinking because the temperature and the humidity range is not in the required range for which it will blink. So we are going to change that range. So we will pause this simulation and we will change the properties. So we will keep the actual humidity at 80 and the temperature we will keep at 30. Okay, and then we run it once again, and here it is, and you can see that now the LED is blinking because the temperature is now greater than 28 and the humidity is also greater than 60, which was the condition for it to blink. Now we will test another condition, so we will just close it once again and again edit the property. So now let's keep the humidity, let's keep the temperature at 30 and change the humidity to 10, let's say 10. Okay, and we run it once again. So we can see that it again is running, and we can see that now it is the LED is blinking for a larger duration of time than the previous case as was given in the program. So we will just test one more condition and then we'll move on to the next project. So this time again we will again stop it and we'll edit the property and change the temperature to something below say 15. So let's change the temperature to 10 also, 10 degrees Celsius, and we will again run the simulation. So I'll close the terminal, so we will have to reopen the terminal. Let's go to virtual terminal and see here. So the temperature is 10 degrees centigrade, humidity is 10, and we can see that the LED is blinking for about 1 second. So now let's move on to the next project. So for the next project, we will have to open a new sample project. We will go to VSM for AVR. We will open Arduino and we will select this fourth one, Arduino and RGB common cathode LED. Open. So this we will go to this is the terminal in which this is the schematic capture in which we will be working. Let's go to the source code. So here is the code. We will have to write the actual code which we require now. So as you can see that this here is the code for the RGB common cathode LED. So we can see that we have written the code. So now we will compile this code the same way. We'll go to build and build project. So the compilation process is taking place. And we can see that the code has been compiled successfully. So we will now go to the schematic capture. So in the schematic capture, we will run the simulation. And in the simulation we can see that the LED is blinking, and we will see that this LED will blink at for varying periods of time. Like for some period of time it will blink for a longer period, and for some time it will blink for a shorter period. So we can see that this is working. So we will now test the oscilloscope. So for that we will have to stop the simulation. We'll connect the D channel of the oscilloscope to the 13th pin, to the 13th pin of the LED here. So it has now been sorry. So the D channel has now been connected to the 13th pin of the LED. So we will now again run the simulation. We will go to debug and open the digital oscilloscope. So we can see that we can have opened the digital oscilloscope. So we are working in the channel D. So we will first change this AC to DC, and we will turn this knob to 1 millivolt and bring the time period to 200 millisecond. So you can now see that we can see the oscilloscope, we can see the graph in the oscilloscope. So it is a rectangular curve that we are getting with varying length. So this here is what we were hoping to achieve. So this was what was my project for the assignment 3 in the DIY project. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys.